If you are considering making a move to senior living, but you're just not quite sure that you're ready, let us give you some reasons to encourage you in making that decision, because Blaze Betts, Katie Holloway are on the show with us this morning with Hickory Valley Retirement Community.
Yes.
I always have so many different words I can throw your way because it's so much fun at Hickory Valley. I don't really think about y'all being a retirement community, Katie.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of fun. We're very active. Oftentimes I think we think of retirement and just sitting, right?
Yeah.
But that's not what we're there to do. We're out on scenic trips. We have, of course, bingo. That's popular in senior living.
Bingo?
Bingo, of course,
Oh,
bingo.
of course.
Maybe during the Derby or something.
Maybe we should stop and start over. We won't really, but I was going to call you, before I said retirement community, what had me tongue-tied, I was going to say residential living, because it still very much feels, Blaze, like being at home.
It absolutely does. That's what everyone says when they walk in the front door. You feel like you're going home. And senior living, it's just a great time to get in. We do have limited availability right now, but we have a lot to offer here at Hickory Valley Retirement. We always talk about the 5 main things. We have 3 meals a day provided, weekly housekeeping, so you don't need to be cooking, you don't need to be cleaning. We'll take care of that for you. We do have maintenance. We have safety checks in place. Twice a day there's a button in our independent living residence apartments. They just press that, letting us know that they're okay. So they have their independence, but
safety.
Absolutely, we're still checking in on them. And then we do have quite a few activities. We actually have our open house coming up on September 21st. We're going to be ringing in fall, and we're kind of going to have a football theme. So wear your favorite jerseys and come check us out.
You mentioned the button that you push twice a day. My husband had a great aunt, and she left, she had a fall or something, and anyway, she left the hospital and went back to where she lived, and she got scared. And she realized she just did not want that risk again. It was a little bit more tricky for her making the transition the way she did do it. But that security and that peace of mind is so important, I think, not only for the individual person living there, but for their family too.
Absolutely, absolutely. It takes a lot of stress off that their family members know that they're in a safe environment. And yeah.
It is a peace of mind. I think our families, when you have children touring, it gives them that peace of mind that, well, if they don't push that button by a certain time, we're going to call, we're going to check on them. And then in our independent living apartments, if they were to fall or were to have an instance, even though they're in independent living, our nursing staff will respond and assess them. And that gives a lot of peace of mind that someone's looking at them and checking them out to see if they do need to go out to the hospital.
I mentioned the residential part of it, how I kept wanting to make it residential living and not retirement community. But when you turn into the grounds there at Hickory Valley, you do feel like you're just in a neighborhood of old. It's not, and I mean this in all good ways, it's not some stately going through the Iron Gate entrance. It's just you pull onto a residential street, so to speak, and there y'all are nestled in, windows everywhere.
Yes, yes.
The light comes in.
We love the light. I think, we talk about all the pluses and the activities and socialization and eating your meals with others. And the other day I was walking across our breezeway, which is one of our favorite parts. And we've talked about that, favorite part of the building. And several ladies were just sitting there at a table chatting and having some coffee. And, you can be active in a scheduled activity, but you also can make friends and just hang out. And I think that brings so much to your life once you retire that you don't have to get out and about to see your friends.
From what I'm remembering too of my time there, the communal spaces, if you will, they're pretty large, and they're also kind of logical nooks that happen, so that like this breezeway that you're talking about, if it's where I'm thinking, and there's the large window that overlooks the grounds, and so it's almost like being at your house looking out your kitchen window at your neighbors going by. And if you want to socialize, you can, but if you want to find a cozy chair and just curl up with a book, you can do that too.
Yes, absolutely. And so it's nice to have, some days I say I love to be around people, and some days I want to just kind of have some alone time. So it's nice, you can do either or.
You talk about the benefits of it, the 5 benefits. Y'all often have people who are living there who are right at 100 or beyond, right?
Yes, so our oldest resident is 104.
Wow.
And still in independent living, still thriving. We have assisted living, and that's one of the things, the continuity of care, but still in independent living and still thriving. And then we have some people as young as in their 60s, so it's a broad range.
I think that's worth mentioning, though. Again, Katie and Blaze, you can pick it up too if you'd rather, but the fact that we are focusing on the independent living side of things, but that you offer assisted living, that means that there's no need to transition to some other place, right?
Absolutely, and something a little bit unique about our independent living is we have a la carte services. So say a resident needed assistance with bathing and dressing, but other than that they were completely independent. We could add that on in independent living and they could remain independent with just that one added service.
Nice.
So that's always
I'm thinking back to the first time I met you.
Yes.
Because you've been with him now for what, right at 2 years? A year?
Almost 7
Yes,
months
yes.
actually.
Okay, I thought, okay, sorry.
No, it does, it feels like it. It's flying by.
It is, it really is.
But didn't you grow up in independent living? Like your parents did this, and so you knew it was kind of your life's calling?
I did. I'm so passionate about it. Katie is so amazing to work with, and I can just speak for not being a Chattanooga local. It's amazing all of the connections we find with the residents. We have a gentleman moving in. He knows residents from 50 years ago. They went to the same church.
Really?
I had a prospect's nephew coming in, and one of our residents delivered him in his birth. So it's just, I never fails to amaze me, all of the connections we find.
Well, I wanted to make sure that I pointed that out because I think that would be another peace of mind for people that when they come in and they say, hey, can I come in and take a tour, whether it's with you, Blaze, or Katie, to know that y'all do this because it's what you love. It's not just a job.
Yeah, I think it's important. You know, I always tell people, because I interview whenever we're hiring for different positions, and no matter what the position is, if you just want a job, this may not be the right fit for you. You have to be passionate about taking care of people, and you have to be passionate about seniors. We want it to be a fun environment. And I shared with someone this week, I said, we don't work in their home. Or we work in their home. They don't live where we work, and it's a different concept. If you think about, we're working in their home, and all of our goal is to make it a thriving place.
That's a great point. So tell me about the open house, September 21st.
September 21st, 2 to 4 p.m. We're doing like a football theme, welcoming fall, so wear your favorite football jersey. You do not need to RSVP. If you'd like more information, you can give us a call or stop on in.
Okay, and then if they want to make an appointment to have a tour before that, they're welcome to.
Yes,
absolutely.
Making an appointment is a good idea just because they've got your undivided attention.
absolutely. Always a good idea. Blaze is always touring. I'm available to tour as well, but it's always good to make an appointment just so we can make sure that we're able to show them exactly what all they want to see.
Okay, and a full correction, they do have bingo. They do not have horse bingo. I don't know where my ears were. They're on Ballard Drive in Chattanooga. 855-0508 is that phone number to call. Online, it's hickoryvalleyretirement.com. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Julie.
You're not going to understand why your mom won't stop waving. You're going to make friends. Your teachers are going to surprise you with kindness, and you're going to feel called to service.